Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye. Let's go into the science as to how the universe as a mirror works and how we live in a holographic universe. This is my weekly webinar. Let me scroll back to the page where I go over this. Here it is, okay? So the map of consciousness. This map right here shows that how our emotions that are expressed by our energy body or our soul out through our hearts, and they all vibrate at different frequencies. So what happens is we all have a soul, and our souls communicate out through our hearts, heart and soul, right? And our hearts have the neurological structure in our hearts is far more complex than our brains, and our hearts send about 90% more signals to our brains than the other way around. Yeah, that shocked me too. So when I have fear in my soul from unprocessed trauma, my heart just continually communicates fear, fear, fear to my brain. And then my brain keeps releasing cortisol, which is the fear hormone. Then when I have so much cortisol in my blood routinely, which isn't healthy, I keep a lot of sugar in the blood to be ready for fight or flight. So then I probably crave sugar. Additionally, sugar creates inflammation in the body, and how many diseases do you know that are caused by inflammation? So the scientific field epigenetics teaches us what happens before the genetics, right? What happens in the field before the genetics hit? Like when I think of fear, then it turns on cortisol and I have too much cortisol in my system. If I think of a hamburger, my mouth salivates whether the hamburger is present or not. So epigenetics really kind of solidifies an Einstein quote saying the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. The field meaning the energy field of the soul, the particle meaning the body. And I also did research on cancer, viruses, and bacteria. They all vibrate over here below 100 hertz and below. Well, when I started spending most of my time in courage, love, and enlightenment as opposed to fear, guilt, and shame, I stopped getting sick about 6 years ago. I haven't been sick in 6 years. I never got sick during COVID, never got the shot, went to hot yoga the whole time. So I was out and about. I never got sick because I didn't fear it. I wasn't vibrating super low. I didn't need my body to get sick to show me how my soul is sick. I mean, to quote Dr. Gabor Mate, who's a family medicine practitioner who specializes in how childhood trauma impacts adults. Because, I'm summarizing here, but when children don't learn how to say no, to protect their authentic self and stand up for their physiological needs, the body will say no for them in the form of cancer or other diseases. So when my energy isn't saying no, my body will show me how much I need to stop putting other people before myself, how much I need to care for myself. And the whole time, my soul has been giving me feedback about how I feel about myself. And if I feel a lot of hate, shame, and fear, then I stay in these lower vibrating emotions like I did for most of my life, unhealed. Because I internalized that from my parents. My parents did not have a secure attachment to self. They had a traumatic childhood. So I internalized their self-hate, took it on as my own unconsciously, projected it all throughout my life until I healed over the past 10 years. So how can we use the universe as a mirror, the fact that we live in a holographic universe, to help us heal from our childhood trauma? Here's how it works. So if I have like 40 degrees vibrating at selfishness inside of my soul, when other souls around me also have that same 40 hertz, when mine moves, it'll make theirs move, and that will draw my attention or perception. And that's my tribe, my identity, showing me myself. Or if I have part of me that vibrates at 500 hertz, really compassionate, really loving, then other people that say 500 hertz will also move around me, again, showing me my tribe, showing me who I am. So let's watch this in real time. And this experiment shows us that when you have 512 hertz and 440 hertz tuning forks, when 512 moves, the 440 doesn't even notice. When you have 440 moving and 440, when one moves, so does the other. And that's how the universe is a mirror. There's the movement, there's the attention.